Hello Scorpio, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, here to do your weekly read from the 13th to the 19th of January. Firstly, before we go any further, I want to say thank you for subscribing to my channel. If the readings don't resonate, however, you don't need to comment. You just move on to either checking out other aspects of your natal chart. It just means the energies this week weren't in alignment with everybody else that we're getting the energy through for. So remember, it is a general energy. I am picking up on what's going on in the world. I'm not always picking up on one person's energy. The only way you can do that is if you have a personal reading. So here we are using the Gilded Tarot, and we have the Six of Pentacles coming through here. Now, the Six of Pentacles is the card of equal give and take. This is about making sure that what you're putting out in a relationship, in a situation, is paying off in some way or another. It's like the energy you put out is coming back. Doesn't always have to be exactly the same. So if you do something for someone, they don't have to do exactly the same for you. But this is about an equal distribution of love. It's give and take of feelings and love. Can be about finances too. So it can be that you've loaned somebody and you're waiting for someone to pay you back. But in my experience, it's about lots of other things other than money itself. Reciprocation. So we have Temperance coming out here too, which is also about balance. So there's some sort of situation around you, Scorpio, at the moment that is relying heavily on you getting some sort of balance back into your life. Temperance is a beautiful card, and it means that you're learning that, you know, everything has an ebb and flow in your life, and you have to even things out. You know, you have to even out, you know, whether you're emotional and logical. Has to be an equal balance. Now, the Temperance card also talks about divine timing. So things coming in at the right time. Because you've got this balance in place, the universe is providing for you. And look at this. Beautiful. So you have the Sun coming out here. Now, the Sun can talk of joy and happiness. And it is the most beautiful card in the deck, because even when it comes out in a spread, it lessens the more sort of, I don't want to say sadder cards, but the cards that don't sort of bode well. So we're looking at the Sun as being absolute joy and happiness. We also have two major arcanas here. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Swords. Now, the Nine of Swords is a card of, you know, rehashing energy. It's about not sleeping at nights, you know, thinking too much, worrying about what's happening here. And I feel like you're coming out of this energy, and this is why the Sun's sitting here. So definitely moving out of this energy that you've been in for perhaps a while, that's been a lot about the balance that you've had in your life. Definitely see balance coming up. Yep, you've had heartbreak in the past. Now, sometimes this isn't about third parties. Sometimes it's not a recent heartbreak. Sometimes this is stuff that we're clearing from many, many years ago. You know, if you've had a bad experience in the past, whether it's romantic or whatever, something that's really hurt you, this energy's still around you and you're working on removing that. Sometimes with grief, it can take a while. It can take years to really come to terms with the fact that you've, you know, carried this grief with you. Sometimes people never give up the grief, especially if someone's died. Like, it's really difficult for people to let that go. So this is about having this sort of energy around you. What I do love here is that you've got the Sun. So it says you're definitely moving out of that energy. We have a King of Swords here. So for some of you, this could be dealing with something legal. For others of you, this can be about health and operations here. Someone you're worrying about has had like some sort of heart surgery. Here, definitely. The King of Swords is an air sign though, Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. So you could be dealing with one of those signs here as well. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming in next here. Queen of Pentacles can be an earth sign, male or female, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But the Queen of Pentacles is more about her energy. She's very nurturing. She's very loving, very kind, very down to earth, very honest, very direct. Those are the attributes. Okay, and then we have an Ace of Swords. I could feel this coming before it came out here. When I put the King of Swords down, I thought, wow, somebody's got something to say here. This is about a brand new start, one that you're moving forward on with much more clarity. But what I love about it, it's also about communication. So if you're dealing with somebody, and this is definitely somebody that's Queen of Pentacles, but I feel the King of Swords is the energy you're taking on at the moment. But I'll do a little bit more as we get closer. I have the Four of Pentacles here, and I really feel that should be like that. This is about letting go of past energy, letting go of resentment, rejection, abandonment, fears of. But definitely moving forward here after being able to let this go. This is, if you see him covering his heart, and then I look at this Three of Swords here, this is about protecting yourself against past heartbreak. But you see, you can let this go now. You don't have to hang on to it anymore. Okay, and then I have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is about planting seeds for the future, manifesting, waiting for something to come to you, waiting for something to come to fruition, wanting something and waiting patiently for it to come in. And you've obviously been doing some good work around that. And here's the Four of Cups. So it's an offer. And for some of you, it is an offer that you might want to take. But for others of you, perhaps you're not real sure if this offer is the right one or whether you really want to accept this offer. Sometimes it's about having too much of the same thing. You know, you don't want more of the same thing. But other times it's just, I'm not satisfied with what you've got to offer here. Okay, Scorpio, what I see here, a lot of balance, waiting for your ships to come in. There's a Wheel of Fortune here, and there's the Two of Cups. So this is definitely about some sort of love or relationship you have with someone. And I feel that this earth sign's really sitting very strongly in this energy. I feel like in the past you've had some sort of heartbreak or hurt that you were unable to let go of. And you hung on to it because it gave you sleepless nights. What I want to say to you is, because you've done this work and you've done healing now, you're bringing in this sunshine and happiness. But what now it means you need to do is move forward on something with a little bit more clarity. Now, I feel like for some of you, this is about someone that you need to open up the channels of communication with. Sometimes this feels like an apology, but it may be that you are trying to start something new with someone who could be an earth sign, or approaching someone who could be an earth sign. But I feel like there is a need here for communication. So for you in the past, it may have been that communication wasn't either good, or it could have been some past relationship broke down because the communication was unclear or miscommunicated. I feel like somehow or another you've waited for something to come back here, for some of you, not all of you. But this is about manifesting something for the future. I need to say there's going to be a lot of joy and happiness coming in here. But with this Four of Cups here, there's almost this sense of dissatisfaction. So I feel like whoever this is, one person wants to move forward on something and the other person may not be happy with what they're being offered here. So it may be a matter of sort of going back to the drawing board to find out what is an appropriate offer here, because it looks to me like somebody may not be happy with what's being offered. So it could be that you go in to make an offer to somebody here, maybe someone who has a very earthy nature. Maybe you offer them, you know, some sort of clear communication here, and very possibly they don't want what you've got to offer. Those two cards just hugely jumped out at me. Oh, that's a long way down. Okay, so the answers here are yes. So if you're thinking of moving forward with somebody and you're not sure, maybe you've had bad communication in the past or their intentions weren't clear, whatever the issue was, universe is saying yes, it's about to happen and go forward. And the other card we have here is helpful people. Now, the card of helpful people sometimes means if you're planning to do something, not a bad idea to go in and talk to friends about it first before you pursue it. But lovely reading there, Scorpio. Good luck with your week.